Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another edition, I was gonna say edition of new makeup releases. Do I really need it? I'm actually really excited about this edition because there is quite a lot to go over and quite a lot that I'm actually excited about, which hasn't happened over the last couple of months, which is totally fine because I've kind of dialed it back. But there's actually a lot that has excited me over the last couple of weeks that's coming out very, very soon. So I want to share that with you in the hopes that it kind of maybe intrigues you too, inspires you. Maybe there's some stuff you didn't know about. But this way you know what I am eyeing and looking to pick up, and it'll kind of give you an idea of what's going to come your way as far as a dazzled or disappointed. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. So I've got a list of quite a few things. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the first. So this one has already released. It was weird because it was supposed to release on the 28th. It's my understanding Sephora released it on the 27th. It sold out. I've been waiting for it to come back, and it is the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette. It's a palette with 18 pans of high pigment, vibrant mattes, gorgeous duochromes, and eye-catching transition and topper shades. And those of you who know me know, yes, I like neutral shades and nudes, but I live for brights. Like anything that is a pop of color that's like a turquoise, a bright pink, even a red, just anything very eye-catching and just pop of color is right up my alley. And this is right along those lines. There's like a mint green shade in this palette that has just, it's what drew me in. It's what I said, okay, I need this palette just for that one shade. But you also know, if you know me well, that I live for shimmer, sparkle, just glittery shades. Now, I don't know how much of this is going to be glitter, but it does look like quite a bit of it is going to be very like metallic and almost a sheer. Some of them are going to have like a very sheer type of formula. But it does say that a lot of these are toppers. So the swatches look so good, and I am actually quite surprised that it sold out that quickly. I don't know that I've ever known a Violet Voss palette to sell out that quickly, but it is going to be, or it is $42. So it's my understanding it will release on the Violet Voss website on the 12th of March and then in stores at Sephora on the 17th. So let's keep moving. Next up is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. So this is supposed to be releasing on March the 8th, and it's going to be $28. Now, this is kind of one of those things where, so I love the Watermelon Glow line. I mean, I would, in a heartbeat, repurchase those. I mean, I don't have problematic skin, but I can't even tell you how nice and glowy and fresh it made my skin look, both the overnight mask and then the regular lotion. Now, I'm not really one for like those gel type of formulas, but they're releasing a spray. It says it's an ultra fine hydrating mist formulated with a juicy blend of 84% watermelon, and that the Watermelon Glow lotions smell amazing. It has hyaluronic acid and hibiscus to refresh skin and enhance makeup. So it doesn't say anything about like making your makeup last longer or anything like that. It looks like it's going to be more of like a refreshing kind of spray. Maybe something to, so it says enhance makeup, so I don't know if that means like to kind of make your powdery look a little bit more natural. You know how a lot of sprays will kind of just, it makes everything melt together. I don't know. It's supposed to have a super fine mist, and I don't know. We'll see. It's $28, and I'm very, very intrigued, like to the point where I think I might pick this up. It is going to be $28, which seems kind of high for a spray, and the thing about it is it does not say what the ounces is going to be. Let me see if I can enlarge this a little bit. I don't know. I can't tell if it says 2.8 ounces, so maybe right around 3. We'll see, but right now I'm leaning towards, yeah, I want to pick this up because I love the scent, and I have lately been so into setting sprays. So next up, it's the Anastasia Riviera palette. A lot of y'all have reached out to me about it, asking if I'm going to pick it up because a ton of y'all, it seems, are going to be picking it up as well. And I mean, hands down, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that I will pick this up. But in addition to that, so I was only going to pick up the palette. Well, that's what all I thought was releasing. As it turns out, they're also releasing a dewy spray for like a setting spray, but to kind of give your look a dewy look. Then they said, we're going to come out with 3 loose highlighters, kind of like the Kylie loose highlighters, I imagine, in So Hollywood, Snowflake, and I forget what the other one is called, but it's a deeper one. And I said, well, I don't know if I want to pay that much for a loose highlight. I might kind of wait and see what is going to, or like how they get reviewed. However, I saw that Anastasia is releasing a PR package with this set, and it's going to be $70 for everything, and I have been loving their PR packages lately, and so I will be picking that up. No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions. Like, if there is one thing I need this month, it is the PR package for the Anastasia Riviera set, or that whole set, whatever it's called. So I will be picking that up. Yes, yes, and yes, I do need that. The next item is actually by Colored Raine, which I have never tried one of their products before. So I have heard amazing things. They look so rich and pigmented, but I never really picked one up. And Queen of Hearts is the one I've really wanted, but never really bit the bullet. Well, they're releasing something called Safari Raine, and it's like a safari themed like shadow palette, or safari themed palette as far as the shades go. And the swatches look incredible, but it is going to be $39. It releases on March the 8th, and oh gosh, they look so good. But I have gotten to where I can't tell if sometimes swatches are a little bit enhanced. Like, I want to see the real deal. Show me the swatch, just swatch. That's it. Don't be enhancing, don't be making it look perfect or anything like that. And so it looks really good, but this one is currently a maybe. But it is on my radar. I just don't know 100% for sure. Might be one of those things where I have to look at it once it releases on the website and just kind of see what it looks like from there. Next up, I am super excited about this one. This is a definite for me, and it is by Milk Makeup. It is called the Hydro Grip Primer. So I use the J1 Jelly Pack makeup gripping primer. I've had that one for a couple of years now, and I feel like it's the first one that came out of its kind as far as like a makeup gripper. It feels like Elmer's glue. It's clear. It feels like it has a very glue-like consistency, but it legit holds your makeup on all day. It's actually what I'm wearing today because we have a very long day going on today, but it does the job. Well, then Cover FX came out with a makeup gripper, which has been sold out on Ulta and Sephora for a while now, even though my store has it. And I have not picked that one up because it hurts my heart to pay $38 for a primer at this moment. But Milk Makeup, they're coming out with a new, oh my gosh, this looks so, so good. It's the Hydro Grip Primer. It's hydrating long wear makeup primer. It's going to be $30. It's got hit of hydro, grip it, and universal goodness. So oil-free, silicone-free, that kind of thing. It comes out March 8th, both at Milk Makeup and Sephora. And like I said, it is $30, which can seem kind of pricey. However, if you compare it to the Cover FX for $38, I think this is gonna be like, I don't know. Milk has been coming out with some pretty good stuff lately, and the color of this primer looks awesome. I don't know, I'm just saying, looks very Star Wars-esque. So that's gonna be a definite yes for me. Next up, we've got the Huda Rose Collection Lip Bullets. These come out on March 14th, both at Sephora and Huda Beauty. And you know I'm a sucker for pretty much anything Huda. There have been a few things that have been released that I have not picked up. But for the most part, anytime she comes out with a palette, most of the time if she comes out with a lip product, I want to try at least one. Anyways, so that being said, I did not end up picking up one of her metallic lipsticks that released a few months ago. The plan was to, but I did swatch them in store, and I was never overtaken with so much need for them that and they're not cheap. I think they're $24 each. So this is kind of along those lines. It's like, oh gosh, when I first saw the picture, I thought these shades are right up my alley. I love like pink nude shades, just anything like baby pink with nude, even baby pink. I love that type of shade. I don't know, something about it is just so soft, so delicate. It's feminine, it's romantic. But when I first saw this picture, I was like, oh my gosh, these shades are right up my alley. And as they kept on coming out with stock photos and swatches, I'm like, gosh, these look darker than what I originally thought. So these are a definite maybe. I think I'm gonna have to go swatch them in store. I'm gonna have to see if one of them speaks to me. I mean, it looks like a couple of them would, but I don't know. There's just so much variance right now with the stock photos that I cannot see, like, okay, what's the true color? So I think it's going to take me going into store to really see if it's something that I need to have. So as of right now, it's kind of like a, we'll see, and then we'll go from there. Next up is the MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection. This has already released on MAC's website and is soon to release on, let's see, on March 7th, it will be released at Ulta Beauty. And they did release early for Diamond members the spray because it is a cherry blossom scented spray. The packaging on all of these products do have cherry blossom petals. This consists of 5 lipsticks, all in variations of pink, which I just got through saying. I love that kind of thing. 2 highlight powders, 4 lip glosses, and then the cherry blossom fragranced Fix Plus. So I didn't pick up the Fix Plus only because right now I've got so many setting sprays and things like that that I just don't want to keep on buying Fix Plus, even though I love it. But I'm fixated on the lipsticks. So I think I'm going to have to pick up a couple of the lipsticks, primarily High Fructis. That one is so pretty. And then I haven't decided if there's one called Tisk Tisk and then one called Wagasa Twirl. I don't even know what that means, but those 3 are the ones that intrigue me the most, with High Fructis, High Fructis being the one that I want most. So that one will definitely come home with me. We'll see about the other 2, but the packaging, MAC knows how to do packaging, we know that. I love, if you can see, let's see, back here, so those MAC lipsticks, those are the limited edition ones, and then on this side I've got like the permanent ones. But like all the bullets are special packaging and they know how to do it right. I love that. So I will be picking up that one lipstick. As far as anything else, I'm not sure. Like, I know I have not seen swatches of the highlighters, so I'm really gonna have to see. Actually, you know what? I've seen a picture of the Fleur Real. Let's see. The Fleur Real highlighter. Totally got confused because I missed telling you this does come with a 9-pan eyeshadow palette as well. I'm not huge on MAC eyeshadow, so that's a definite skip for me. But the Fleur Real highlighting powder, I did see a stock photo, have not seen swatches. So anyways, we'll see. More to come on that. Okay, the next palette is actually a Tarte palette, and this has kind of been like a tease over the last week or two. Their initial photo on Instagram was a like See the Change SEA. Because like Rainforest of the Sea, they've had that collection going on for a while, and right now it's like the sea turtles. And so the whole, I guess, theme of this one particular palette is sea turtles. The cover looks so pretty, and you know I'm a sucker for anything that has cute or pretty packaging. So it's got like a clear cover over, like an acrylic color over the top, and on the inside it's almost like there's a little bit of water and there's a little turtle. I don't know. That's what I have seen. I hope that's what it's going to be because it's super cute. The inside has 4 insanely glittery shades that are right up my alley. One of them looks very similar to the Dose of Colors iluvsarahii green eyeshadow. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. Similar, but this one looks a little bit more rich in turquoise and not green. There's a red, a silver, and what looks to be like a lilac gray. The rest are matte. It's not a huge palette, but it comes with a few, like a handful of mattes and those 4 standout shades. This will be an absolute must for me. I love sparkly shades. Even if there's just 2 or 3 in a palette, if they call my name, I will pick it up for just those shades. And I mean, I'll put the others to use as well, but there's something sometimes about like an extra standout shade that you just have to have in your collection, aside from the fact that the packaging to this palette is so pretty. So that's going to be an absolute must. And all they're saying is they're teasing very much that it will be at Sephora and Sephora JCPenney very soon. And I noticed when people have asked in the comments, okay, well, when is it coming? They put in caps, very soon. So That tells me it will be this month. It's probably going to be in the next week or two. So I'm actually really, really excited about that. Next up, let me find it. We've got the Ciaté London Jessica Rabbit collection. So when I first saw this, you know, I'm a sucker for packaging. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Like, this is the cutest thing ever. I'm at a point right now where I don't really know. I have the Glitter Storm palette. I don't buy a whole lot of Ciaté palettes anymore just because their formula is not my favorite. And the Glitter Storm palette I like very, very much. I just don't find myself using it as much as I'd like. And so this particular eyeshadow palette has the exact same format as the Glitter Storm palette, except it's got Jessica Rabbit on the front. It's, if you are a fan of the character or the movie, then I think this is right up your alley. I don't know if the shades, they're not unique, and like I said, Ciaté isn't my favorite when it comes to eyeshadow, so I would primarily be purchasing it for the packaging and the highlighter. I have a couple of Ciaté highlighters that I love. They are so pretty, so intense, and this is going to have a highlighter as well. I just don't know if it's going to have a highlighter with the same intensity as what I know from the brand. So it's going to have a palette with 9 shades. The highlighter is a Glow to Creamy powder. We'll see. And then there is a lipstick, which it's a Glitter Storm lipstick, and I don't feel the need to have that. So that'll be available on March the 5th, so that's coming very, very soon. That's a maybe for me. I think I'm going to have to take a look at it first before I do anything with that. Next up, Too Faced Tutti Frutti. You know what a fan I am of that line. I love the Tutti Frutti line. There's quite a bit that I have from that collection. For those of you who don't know, that is a line specific to Ulta. They're adding a whole like watermelon type of theme to that, which I am very excited about. Now, one of the things I am most excited about is the 2-in-1 you know how they released like the 2 blushes with the Tutti Frutti collection? You could get the apricot or you could get the strawberry. They are releasing one of those in watermelon, which I am here for. I will purchase that. That is an absolute need. There's a hangover spray, just like their regular one, in watermelon scent. I will be purchasing that one. I love that spray, and I love that they're gonna, you know, have it scented as watermelon. Which is funny because I'm not a fan of watermelon candy. Like Jolly Ranchers in the watermelon flavor are disgusting to me. There are certain candies I like in watermelon flavor. Most I hate. I think they're gross. But I find that watermelon scented things are so good. There's also glosses. It looks like there's going to be, I can't tell what that is. Like it's going to be a mascara, but the imprint is going to have like little watermelons and fruit, and there is a palette. And it's weird because it's kind of separated, and you've got a few eyeshadows in the shape of watermelon seeds on one side, and then on the other side you've got the face products, which look to be like 3, but it's like cut down the middle. Kind of, do you remember the Kat Von D Too Faced palette where it was like a heart, but then it magnetized and it came together? It looks to be very much like that. So that's going to be a maybe. That's going to be a probably. I'm going to be sucked in by the packaging. I just know it. So the palette is a probably, and the little blush duo or highlight blush duo is an absolute must. I will be picking that up in addition to the spray. So yes, totally down for that. I'm ready for that to release. They have not yet released a date. So the next 3 products are, the next 2 products 3, I'm sorry. So I don't have much information on these next 2 other than a promo photo that I saw on Instagram, but I'm just going to bring them up. Urban Decay is going to do a collection, or maybe not a full-on collection, maybe just a few products with Game of Thrones. So they released the teaser, you know, are you ready? And I guess some of it's fire, some of it's ice. I'm not a fan of the show, so I really don't even know what to tell you. Started off like with the first episode, tried a couple of times, and I was like, I just can't get into this. I think it's a little out there for me. So I'm not a fan of the show. I can't even begin to tell you about the characters, but this collection looks like it's going to be good. So more to come on that. Then MAC is going to do an Aladdin collection, and I know It's because the movie's coming out, the live action movie. You can bet that is an absolute must for me. Whatever date it comes out, I am going to be like up online or at the store in line. That is an absolute must. More to come on that. All I've seen right now is the bullet, the lipstick bullet, but I know it's going to be a full collection. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Stay tuned for that. Too Faced Natural Lust, you know the Natural Love palette that they released that was so pretty. It's very natural looking. They are coming out with another one. It's got a pop of like blue / turquoise, which I know everyone's doing now, but that's going to be a must for me. More to come on that because they haven't really released too many details yet as far as when it's coming out. They are on a roll as far as like what they're releasing. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video. There was a whole lot to go through and a lot that I am so super excited about. I don't know, there's something about being excited about makeup releases that's just kind of fun. Like if you need to set little goals for yourself to have something to look forward to and you love makeup, this is like the perfect way. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this kind of brought to light maybe some things that you didn't know were coming out that piqued your interest. So I hope you found it enjoyable, helpful. I hope you will consider giving this video a thumbs up if you did find it helpful, and maybe subscribe if you want to follow along for this journey so that you can follow whatever videos that I do post. Before I let you go, I just want to leave you with a little bit of love and encouragement in the form of a scripture verse. It comes from Deuteronomy 4:29, and it says, "If you seek the Lord your God, you will find him if you look for him with all your heart and with all your soul." All right, guys, I love each and every one of you. Jesus loves you, and I will see you in the very next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.